Love Doctor, I am not sure what I need to do. I've been with my girlfriend for 5 years now, and we started living together about 6 months ago. I don't know what or how or why things changed, but everything she does just seems to annoy me. I heard her on the phone saying that I am her soulmate. I just don't feel that way about her. I know if I broke up with her now, it would devastate her. I don't want to do that to her, but I feel trapped. What should I do?
But I think you already know what you need to do. See, if everything was good, until you guys moved in together and now she's annoying you, all those things were there before you moved in together. You already knew those things, but you chose probably not to see them right away. Maybe because, you guys weren't living together and it wasn't a deal breaker. But now that you live together, you can't just really say that that's a deal breaker unless you're just plain out unhappy. You know what I mean? Have you had the conversation with her? Have you talked to her? 90% of problems can be solved if you just talk to each other. As far as her telling her friends that, you're her soulmate, sometimes she could just be talking. All I can tell you is that it could be rough. Having this conversation, but maybe you need to have the conversation with her and not saying, hey, you annoy me the way you walk around the house, but be real about it. You know what I mean? What annoys you? Are you used to your own space and now you don't have your own space, so you're feeling annoyed? What is it truly that annoys you? Maybe these are deep-seated problems within yourself versus your relationship. So first of all, turn inside. Really, what's the deal? If it's, I can't have my homeboys over to have some drinks, I can't slide a shorty through every now and then. These are situations you have to handle within yourself. And if you weren't ready to move in with each other, it was a mistake. Mistakes can be fixed, but don't hurt her because you can't have the things that you want. You owe her a conversation and you owe yourself the same conversation to make sure that you're doing the things that you need to do properly. And if that means that you shouldn't be together, then that's what that means. But don't hurt her because you're being selfish. You know what I mean? You've been boyfriend, girlfriend for 5 years. So your relationship should be pretty much cemented, unless it's all a facade, unless you are holding something back or she's holding something back and you're not seeing everything. But in 5 years, you should know your partner pretty well. So like I said, those things are already there. You probably just didn't choose to pay attention to them because you weren't living together. Now you're living together. All those things are front and center and you're really not liking it. So sit down, have a conversation, don't be mean about this thing. Talk about it like adults. Hey, look, since we moved in together, some things have changed. I felt our relationship is changing a little bit. And here's what I see. Get her input. You guys come together and then you make some decisions. If it's little things that can be fixed, if you love the woman and she's right for you, it's best that you try to work those things out, okay? Because everybody's not perfect and neither are you. She might say, oh, he's my soulmate, but I hate the way he chew on his chicken. You know what I mean? You be smacking at the kitchen table. You messy. Your socks is laying over there on the floor. Whatever way it could be, she could have some slight things that she's just overlooking because she loves you like that. And she knew you were that way because she saw it when you guys didn't live together. What I would suggest, you sit down, have an honest conversation between you and her and put it all on the table. If it's meant to be, it's going to work. If it's not meant to be, it won't. Don't force.
And that was Less the Love Doctor.